Hi, I'm Dr. Andrew Dickens. I'm the medical director at Healing Pathways Cancer Clinic in Scottsdale, Arizona, and you can find us on the web at healingpathwayscancerclinic.com. Now I'm going to talk about something that's a little bit of facts and figures and might be a little bit difficult to understand, but it is incredibly important to understand if you're looking at drug therapies and drug trials. What I'm talking about is relative risk versus absolute risk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about this chart here. So this is how you can take a patentable drug that has atrocious benefits, lots of risk, but you make a lot of money off of it, sound really interesting, very beneficial, and that everybody should have it. So this is relative survival rate versus absolute survival rate. Let's say that we're having a disease that has 4 deaths per 100,000 people. And we have a new drug. This new drug is expensive, patentable, but very toxic and painful. Well, how do we market it? Well, we find out that if we can cause a death rate to decrease to 2 deaths per 100,000, what we're having is a relative survival rate of 50%. That sounds great, doesn't it? That this drug is now, you have an increase by 50% of survivability of this disease. Sounds great, but again, remember, it's expensive, patentable, toxic, and very painful. Well, let's look at the absolute survival rate, which is only 0.002%. You're only going from saving 2 lives per 100,000 at a lot of expense, a lot of pain, a lot of effects. Remember, not all drug effects, there are no side effects in drugs, they're all effects. So this is very important to remember, that we want to look at something according to absolute survival rate, because in my opinion, this is the accurate way to be looking at a drug. The relative survival rate of 50% is not accurate, in my opinion. Yes, you can market a drug, giving it. The FDA allows people to market drugs by going by the relative survival rate, but what we accurately want to look at is the absolute survival rate. Is that going to give us the information? That is going to give us the information that we need to go by for looking at whether we want to spend the money and the effects, so-called side effects, and the pain and deleterious benefits of a drug. So look at the absolute survival rate. That is going to give us the real benefits that are seen in a drug. So again, I'm at Dr. Andrew Dickens, healingpathwayscancerclinic.com.